I wanted to go over through the Phoenician scheme IMDb trivia, which will relate to my other video that I put up on my second channel, the Phoenician scheme good or good enough review. Like I was saying in that video, I didn't entirely understand this film. It's kind of like a mix of it's complex but like straightforward, and from what I see from the film. So the first trivia is the name of Zaza Korda is presumably derived from two of Hungary's most famous film-related characters, actress Zaza Gabor and movie-making brothers Alexander Korda, Vincent Korda, and Zoltan Korda. Very interesting. Benicio del Toro said that he accepted the role based on 20 pages of the script that Wes Anderson sent him, which is the first sequence of his character with his daughter. It was so rich and detailed, original and funny and sad. It was just so layered. As an actor, you're looking for parts like this. When they come, you just bite and don't let go. That's really cool. I was saying he does feel a little miscast in a way, but I guess it is maybe funny to see Benicio del Toro in a role like this. Historically, Phoenicia referred to a region that today encompasses Lebanon and Syria. The fiction of Phoenicia as depicted in the film, roughly corresponds to the wider Levantine region as it was defined in the first half of the 20th century. Prince Farouk's kingdom is Jordan. Marcel Bob's nightclub is in French Algeria. The Canal Zaza crosses over into the Suez Canal. Hilda's private utopian outpost is an Israeli kibbutz. The hotel where the summit is held in Luxor, Egypt, and Marty's ship is on the Mediterranean. That's cool. See, it is kind of complex in a way. That's just like on the production side. Mia Therapleton, who plays Liesel, is Kate Winslet's daughter, which Winslet has yet to appear in an Anderson film. Her name inspired that of the character played by Cate Blanchett in The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou, Jane Winslet Richardson. That's cool. The story focuses on a father-daughter relationship with which Anderson was inspired to tell and was predicted by his wife. Wow, after the birth of their daughter. Cool. Wes Anderson's first live-action feature film not photographed by Robert de Yeoman. Yeoman instead chose to film the collaboration with director Kwame Kwei-Armah. That's cool. These are definitely like some hardcore Wes Anderson fan facts. If you really follow his filmography and cinematography and all that. When Liesel unpacks a shoebox, she names one of the items as being her grandfather's ashes. These are contained in a canopic jar, a ceramic jar with an animal head as a lid, a dog in this case, from ancient Egypt. Canopic jars aren't meant to contain ashes, but are used in the mummification process to preserve the embalmed organs of the deceased before the rest of the body is mummified. This is a callback to Zaza's earlier statement that his father, Liesel's grandfather, had wanted to be mummified and buried in a pyramid, but despite having the land, the plans for the pyramid, Zaza had him cremated instead, because nothing he could do about it. The jar seems to be some small concession to his father's wishes that Zaza chose to ignore. This marks the sixth feature film co-written by Wes Anderson and Roman Coppola. That's cool. The cast includes 4 Oscar winners: Riz Ahmed, Benicio del Toro, Tom Hanks, and F. Murray Abraham, and 7 Oscar nominees: Bryan Cranston, Benedict Cumberbatch, Willem Dafoe, Jeffrey Wright, Scarlett Johansson, and Bill Murray. Wes Anderson's second collaboration with Tom Hanks. In the previous film, Asteroid City, his character is introduced as the camera zooms out from him. In this film, the camera is stationary while he is moving toward it. Wow, that's really cool to introduce a character and an actor you previously worked with in a different way. Scarlett Johansson and Benedict Cumberbatch previously worked together in the other Boleyn Girl and Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame. I was saying that there's going to be so many actors have now played a Marvel character or are a superhero. So weird. Now I'm going to read some of the spoilers for this film, so if you haven't seen it, don't. Check this out. During an in-the-screening room video segment for Letterboxd, director Wes Anderson specified the works of Louis Buñuel as influential on the aesthetics and progression in the Phoenician scheme. I don't think the movie would have had guerrilla terrorists if Buñuel hadn't. The inclusion of guerrilla fighters isn't the only homage to Buñuel featured, with Anderson also including insects as anthropod presence, numerous Buñuel films, frequent transitions between biblical, medieval, and modern-day settings, Simon of the Desert 1965, The Milky Way 1969, ridiculing the wealthy class and religious establishment with Amplifying questions of faith, numerous. Cutaways to dreamlike sequences, Belle de Jour, 1967. The discreet charm of the bourgeois, 1972. And even a near-exact remake of the final scene in Viridiana, 1961. That's a lot. Very interesting. Marcellus Bob appears to sign his name backwards from the other signers, as in Arabic speakers is not an error. He would normally sign his name right to left. Zaza Corda Benicio del Toro receives a bullet wound to the abdomen and a head wound. This puncture wound to the abdomen and his bleeding forehead tie in with religious imagery of Jesus Christ. Oh, at one point he's even lying supine on the ground, his arms in the position of a man on a crucifix. This would indicate that Corda is on a spiritual journey through the film. Starting as a man considered as a bad influence, he is pursued by authority, and through various journeys, tasks, and adventures and encounters, he starts to undergo a change and seeks, either deliberately or inadvertently, redemption, resulting in him having a metaphorical resurrection as he gives up his existence, which results in a simple but more fulfilling life as seen at the end of the film. This is loosely in keeping with the underlying religious figures and imagery that crop up within the film. That's exactly what I was thinking. This makes a lot of sense because it is kind of simple in this way. Like, he just does want to be happy with his family, his daughter, and all that. And he's throughout the film, he seemingly dies and gets a chance to be reborn. I guess finally at the end, he gets what he wants. And that's all the trivia for the Phoenician Scheme. If you want to go check out my review, it's on my other channel, the Good or Good Enough podcast.